How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. How we doing? Thanks for being here. Kind of feels like a long time since we streamed last, since it was 12 streams at Christmas, and then we had like, I don't even know how many days it's been off. 4 days? Something like that? 5 days? How's it going? Tony, Pistons here, Jamie. Jamie's going to teach me a lot of stuff about lights next year, right? Well, not even next year. We're not going to stop. We're going to just keep on trucking. How's it going? Thank you. I'll say this. Good to see you, man. Jez, how's it going? Ron, Mr. Fixers. Last stream of the year. That's true. Howdy from the UK. JD's here. Nick. Raymond, Dave. Who was first? Let me read up there. Ryan Duval. Ryan's always popping in there right at the top. Fernando, Daniel, David. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for being here. Seamus is here. Seamus, how come you're not a... Second again. All right. Hello, Chris. Peter, Mark, how's it going? Could fit 2 more streams in. we could do the 365 streams of 2020. What would that be like? What would it be like if I did a stream every day? How come you're not what? How come you're not a mod? Let's do that. Craig, thank you, my friend. I hope it makes an announcement for you. I don't hear anything. I don't know where my sound is going. Or why my sound is not making sound. Oh, I think I do know why. Because I unplugged my thing. Well, thank you, Craig. That's super kind. Cold outside is right. 22F. I haven't converted the Home Assistant to metric yet, but that's coming. That's coming. You're modded now, brother. You are modded now. All right. So what, let's see, we haven't chatted since Christmas, right? We did a little bit of chatting. Never plug in your thing. All right, Ryan, thank you, man. Ryan loves the videos too. Thank you. Just trying to make a servo holder for automated blinds. Had a new 3D printer for Christmas. Nice, Chris. Nice. My 3D printer has been giving me fits. I've been in BK Hobbies Discord chat. Speaking of which, let's open Discord since I'll probably be getting messages. Oh, and Rage is having some trouble with his... Oh, there it is. Thank you. You're welcome, Ryan. I'm glad it did that for you. It's not chiming for me today. Big surprise. Some things aren't quite working as well. Gary Wilson from Twitch. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for being here. Look forward to your streams every Sunday. Was hoping you'd have one given your past frequency. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about, okay, so what's the next few weeks bringing? It's going to be busy. We've got, New Year's is this week. And then the week after, so that's like Wednesday, right? And then the weekend comes. That weekend starts CES in Vegas. Right? So I'll be in CES. I'll be at CES that whole next week, which makes me wonder, I wonder if I'll be streaming that Sunday or not. I think I probably will. I think I'll probably stream and then drive down to Vegas or something. I'm not 100% sure yet how I'm going to do that. But yeah, so there's CES, and then we'll do some live stream at CES. We need a meetup at least one day at CES where it's just, hey, anybody that's at CES or in the area that wants to come, and we'll just kind of crash some restaurant and hang out for a few hours, like on Tuesday or Wednesday evening or something. We'll stream when we get back from there. And then a month after that, so we'll do some normal streams. And a month after that, we got China in the middle of February. So that's going to be crazy cool. I don't know how live streaming would work from there. I suppose you can do it. I'm going to probably do the Google Fi thing, because that a lot of people say that's the best way to get internet from China. But the other thing to think about here is my schedule changes on Sundays next year. So instead of, like, I always do this right after church, but instead of this time, church is going to be at a different time. So we're going to be gone. I'll be gone from, I think it's 10 to 12 or something like that. So I would probably stream after, which would mean I'd be starting a little bit later than now. How bad is that going to be? How bad is that going to be for everybody? Because I could stream before, or I could stream after. I think I'll probably want to stream after, but you tell me what you guys want. because it won't do me any good to stream if nobody's watching. Bring lots of SD cards. So it's 1623 there, Jez, and you must be, Jez is probably in Europe, right? UK or something? Because that's about 7 hours ahead of me. Later in the afternoon. Okay. Fits you in the UK. Quick question. Had to change LAN IP. Now MQTT won't auto-discover. Only 2 Tesmoda devices show in the add-on, but not the integration. Piston, did you have to go in and change the broker information in each of those devices? Because each Tasmoda device has, in fact, actually, there's a way, I think in Tasmo admin, I don't remember for sure. In Tasmo admin, there might be a way to change everything all at once, but I'm not 100% sure about that. You might have to ask in the Tasmoda Discord, which reminds me, we're already squirreling around here this morning. I was going to share a link to BK Hobbies. So we started talking about 3D printing very briefly. Somebody mentioned 3D printing. My 3D printer has been giving me grief. And the place I go to get help with 3D printing stuff is BK Hobbies Discord channel. So that's that. I would definitely recommend that. And then the question about Tasmoda has a Discord as well. So let's get that out there for everybody. So when you have, obviously I'm happy to answer, and in our Discord, there's people that use the same things and hopefully can get an answer. But the more places you can ask, the higher likelihood that you'll get your question answered soon. Hey, I just got a notice from If This Then That. That's probably the soonest that's ever shown up. How's the bug coming along? Father Time, I'm glad you asked. I haven't worked on it. I haven't worked on it since I got the actual thing spinning. But one of my big focuses for 2020 is going to be that bug. I really want to get it going, and I really want to make videos about it. So that's going to be a focus. I'm going to spend some more time doing that. Anyone who knows how to link Home Assistant instances, master and slave. Ooh, I don't know anything about that, Previn. Sorry, man. What year? It's 1970. The bug is in 1970. Yeah, good evening from Poland. All right, do we have a Z-Wave expert on? Not I, that's for sure. I have a random question. Are devices paired to the stick? Meaning if a stick breaks and you get a new one, do you have to repair everything? That is a good question, and I don't know the answer to that. 1950 Ford V8. Nice, Nick. If you want a forklift motor for it to turn it into electric, I got a couple extras. Well, it sounds like at least a few people that piped in said the few people that piped in said that later is better. So I'll plan on the stream will start a little bit later next year than it has been for 2019. Oh, here I am. Hey, Blade, how's it going, man? So in here somewhere, I thought there was a way that you could update things like the passwords and stuff like that, but I'm not 100% sure. This is just an add-on in Home Assistant called Tasmo Admin, and it collects all of your Tasmoda devices from your whole network and puts them in here. And actually, that reminds me, just before I got on the stream here, I plugged in, might not be discovered, might not be auto-discovered yet, but that's okay, we don't need that. I plugged in a power monitor receptacle to Mrs. Z's bum warmer, the bum warmer toilet seat that I got her for Christmas. And so this is what it's doing. It's got an LED light that never goes off. I thought it would go off when the toilet seat was down and come on when it was back up, but it doesn't. Seems like a design flaw, but maybe I bought the cheap one. So, and then it has a heated seat. And this is what it's using. So we're using, looks like it's bouncing. Looks like it must be cycling on and off on the heat. But I saw a 30-something watts. It's kind of a lot, actually. 68 watts. So my question was, my thought was, do I leave that heater on all the time or turn it off and then turn it on only when I want it? I wish it would just turn on when you sat down. All right, Tech at Home. I love that name. I hope you're making videos and stuff. Thanks for subscribing. Whee! Farting unicorns. 0.5 amps. No, that's for the heater. I'm sure the heater is cycling on and off. The LED is probably like that, like 2 watts. That's probably the LED. And then it's just bouncing off. So now you're timing how long the toilet is in use. I haven't calibrated it, Daniel. No, this is just a regular Sonoff S31 that I've used for lots of different things, kind of just out of the box. I haven't done much to fine tune it. How's it from South Africa? If it's cold when you sit, then warms up, it's too late. That's the truth, right? Because my bum's going to warm it up anyways. So it's got to know. I need something that's like, maybe if I wear a belt and when my tummy starts grumbling like I need to go potty, then it'll turn on the toilet warmer. Okay, workstation. I saw you ask that. Any chance of video about Zigbee to Tasmota? I don't know about Zigbee to Tasmota. I know about Zigbee to MQTT, and there is a high likelihood that I will do something about that. Zigbee to Tasmota. The purpose of Z to T is to serve as a gateway for devices connecting Zigbee wireless network to bridge their communications over Wi-Fi. So this is Zigbee to, I guess not quite MQTT, but something like that. This is interesting. Easier to deploy in your living room. Well, it's largely inspired from Zigbee to MQTT, but it's complete rewrite to make it fit on an ESP82 80 kilobyte of RAM and only 1 megabyte flash memory. Oh, huh. Okay. I will do some research on this. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. This is excellent. I do have right here in my possession, which I may have shown you in the past, I did buy one of these Zigbee to MQTT kits, right? This is the stuff you need. This is the Zigbee dongle here we have to program it, and then this will plug into the whatever you have Home Assistant running, and this will be receive the Zigbee signals and translate them to MQTT, or I guess maybe directly to Tasmota with the API to somehow. I don't know. I'll have to read up on this and see how it works. But yes, there's a high likelihood that you will see something about Zigbee to MQTT from me for sure in the next few months. I don't know how long it'll take. Hopefully not take too long. Can I share the link to that device that I just showed you? Or you mean this link? Let's share this link. And then that device I have, if you're an Amazoner, I think if you go to amazon.com/shop/DrZzs, yeah. I try and keep stuff in here, and then here in a few of my favorite things, here's a couple different ones, a couple different options. And then I don't remember if I have an AliExpress link for that or not. But I need to make some new AliExpress links. And one of the new AliExpress links I need to make, you ready? Oh, hey, choo-choo. Frank's here. How's it going, man? Last bit of 2019. First of all, thanks, DrZzs, for this great year of streams. Thanks to all of you for watching. Love this community. We love you, Frank. Thank you, man. It has been a good year, hasn't it? Let's make 2020 another great one. So what I wanted to show you is these, and I was just getting them hooked up. You guys remember I was talking to Quindor about those lights that he showed on his channel that are they're like pixie lights. You know, you've seen those pixie LEDs? They're like that. But they're individually addressable. Most of those pixie kind of LEDs are not individually addressable. These are. I just got to double check that I'm connecting things right when I do this. All right, let's see if this will turn on. Yeah, baby. All right. You don't need one of those debuggers. You can flash Zigbee to MQTT using a Pi. Awesome. Neopixies. Is that what they're calling them? Neopixies? I hadn't heard that term, but that sounds very appropriate to me. Oh, where is my webcam? Webcam. Webcam is way down here. Needs to go up here a bit higher. So it'll be above some things. Oh no, it's not turning on? Oh, I bet you I unplugged it. Dang it. Well, anyways, these are them. These are them. And I haven't done the giveaway yet, Henry. I have not. So these are they're individually addressable. They are, I mean, little tiny strings of wires, you know, and they're green right now. So that's not going to do us any good. Let's see what, I don't remember what I called this thing. Oh yeah, the D1, I called it D1 Mini. wLED dash D1 Mini. Local, this should do it. Yeah. So let's change the color so that they show up a little bit better. There you go. Look how tiny those are, man. These things are so cool. And then, of course, they do all the effects just like anything, right? They change and they respond just like the WS28. Well, I don't even know what they are. I don't know if they're 2812s or what they are, but they're tiny and they're freaking awesome. So I got these from AliExpress. They're actually from BTF Lighting. And that's one of the factories I'm going to go see in China. We're going to go see BTF Lighting and say, hey, fellas, we need some more access to your lights. Let's find them. Let's find them for you. AliExpress. I'll have to go look at my orders. I meant to do this beforehand, but I wanted to get streaming fast. Oh, I don't know, Mark. Did they move? Can't watch right now. Got to go to church. All right, Chris. Well, have a good time, and we'll be here when you get back. Maybe. I don't know how long church is for you. Home Assistant Podcast. Yeah. I still haven't listened. I need to. I used to listen every time it came out. This was me reordering the right parts for the Quindor boards. Here, this is it. They are WS2812B. Oh, and you know what, too? Well, I think Quindor probably has an affiliate link for you. This is just a regular link. But that's them. They're pretty cool. And if you buy, so they'll sell them to you with a controller, but we don't want that. Right? We don't need this thing. We want wLED. So this is the package you want right here. This is just the string without any power supply or without any controller. And that's, come on. That's them. $850. And there's 50 of them on a string. That's a good price. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. So happy. These would be nice for all kinds of little projects. Put them in a tree, put them around, whatever. You can hide them all over the place. David says, thanks for everything. Installed around 20 Tasmatized Sonoffs and Home Assistant in the last week for all your lights at home in South Africa. Fantastic, David. Which ones are you using? I'm curious because I haven't bought any new Sonoffs in a while. I was sitting at Five Guys Burgers watching. That's funny. I had Five Guys last night. She's been poking at you to get more LEDs. I think these are the kind of LEDs that the ladies love. The ladies love these LEDs. So do the kids. Because they're just cute. You know, they're just little pixel things. They're not very bright. I want to hook up, and maybe we can do it right now. Or do it today. I want to hook up the current monitor, and I want to see how much power these are drawing. What do you say? We should do that, shouldn't we? Oh, does Home Assistant MQTT Discovery prefix work? Oh, how does it work? And if it does, how to make use of it? I can't remember. Raymond, not enough to tell you. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Maybe somebody here will be able to tell you better. Oh, Nishal's in a hospital. Oh, hospital call room. Okay, I've been there. I'll be there on New Year's Day in the nighttime as well. wLED date lose problem. Uh-oh. Any idea how to Get single code sensor into node red. You mean like a RF sensor? Do you have a bridge? How about Clemson beating Ohio State? I was surprised. MQTT discovery, how it works. There you go. Thank you, Frank. How many node MCUs in my system? You mean grand total or just on LEDs? Golly. And there's more all the time. Oh, thank you, Nick. I'm going to guess 20. And it's somewhere between 15 and 20. And it fluctuates. I mean, the matrix has been, I haven't turned it back on. Got the mega tree. Thank you, Nick. Thanks a lot, man. It's probably, it might be over 20. I think just running LEDs, it's 20 or thereabouts. But then I do have node MCUs running, and D1 minis doing other things. Just being sensors and garage doors and a lot of Sonoffs mixed in there, some Shellys, some BH Onofres. So I got a mix. I got quite the hodgepodge. Which, speaking of, we're getting close. I'm going to be at 50,000 here pretty soon, probably in a few days. I might actually make it. We might make it before the first of the year, and then it's going to be house tour time. That might be, maybe that's what we could do for New Year's or the week after, like that first Sunday. We need to do another live stream tour of the house. How does all those Wi-Fi devices affect your network? You know, I think it depends just on your router and such. I don't see a big problem. I'm not super happy with my router. I have the Google Wi-Fi router, and I wish I had gone with the Unify stuff instead, because I think it would be a little bit better. Every once in a while, for random reasons that I can't always figure out, the Google Wi-Fi just kind of poops out on me, and I have to go in and restart it. But any recommendations for outdoor DMX spotlights that aren't $1,000 each? Wow. There's probably plenty of spotlight options that aren't $1,000 each. I don't know much about DMX lights or how exactly to compare them. Upgrade to Unify. You will not regret it. Yeah, I think I probably will, Nick. We'll see. We'll see if I can get that going this year. We'll see. Do you also notice quite a lot of delays for those 433 sensors? They're not super fast, but they're fast enough. They're not as fast as Zigbee. Zigbee's faster. Zigbee's definitely faster. Moving from Node MCU to Pi Hats, Tech Turtle. Yeah, I think we may find that while X-Lights can run shows with wLED and Node MCUs or D1 minis, it's not going to be the best solution for that. And that's, you're comparing a $2, a $2 controller, or even if you have 10 of these, you've got, $20 worth of controllers to a $200 Falcon controller, $150 Falcon controller. So is MQTT multicast? It's a different way of thinking of it, Joseph, I would say. MQTT has a broker, and devices publish to the broker, and they subscribe, and the broker will broadcast out to the devices that are subscribed. Well, I don't even know if it broadcasts. They're connected. The broker and the clients are connected, and if a device is subscribed to a certain topic, it will receive a message when that topic is published to. And if a device publishes a topic, the broker determines where it goes. So, whoa. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you very much. Ooh, what was Frank's great idea? I missed that part. So we should start collecting donations for DrZzs to get Unify, since that poor little bald fellow is still Google Wi-Fi. Okay, I will do it. Thanks for a great year of content. You are welcome, Douglas. Thank you for being a part of it, man. A couple APs are cheap. Hey, Travis, you getting ready for China? You got your visa stuff, your visa paperwork filled out? I started working on mine. So I use the 433 megahertz stuff on mostly where I use it. Honestly, it's funny. I use a couple of different motion detectors, one in a bathroom to turn on some lights, and then one in the garage. And then I use it for the toilet seat things. I use the door sensors on the toilet seats in a couple bathrooms. And there's a couple seconds. I wouldn't even say it's 2 whole seconds. It's probably a little bit less than that. I need to do that quick. The Visa part's not too bad. The Visa part, they said, doesn't take very long. We should be okay with that. So What does this say, Frank? We might be collecting for a 3D printer. Yeah, we do need to collect for a 3D printer for Frank. I need to donate to Frank to get a 3D printer. Sounds fantastic. It's a board that plugs into Raspberry Pi. Oh yeah, drives the pixels right off the Pi using the Falcon Pi player. I've heard this, and isn't that what Jamie uses? Jamie Stubbs, he's here. Greetings from Germany. I use TP-Link router mesh system, and the WS2011 LEDs send my main router to hell every time they would connect. Which type of Wi-Fi router do you use? Don't use the kind I use. I use Google Wi-Fi, and it's okay, but I think for what we are trying to do, you want something better. And so Ubiquiti. And I need some of you guys who know the system to tell me exactly what is it I need to get. Building LEDs for 2020? Heck yeah. I don't think we're going to stop, Anonymous. I don't think we're going to stop. So I'm not even sure. So you need something like this, right? You need a security gateway, and then you need some of these kind of pucks. I don't like my Nighthawk, but it works. Vanessa, hey Vanessa, I'm sorry for you, Vanessa. There was, I had this weird thing happen to me while I was watching that football game. I wanted Ohio State to win. That does not happen to me very often. I had to look deep into my soul and decide if that was okay or not. So I'm sorry that you guys didn't make it. How many Google Wi-Fis do I have? I have 6. I bought 3, and that wasn't enough. I bought 3 more, and it's covered. The coverage is fine. But yeah, I don't think the reliability is great. It's got some settings that you can tweak, but not everything. And I just don't think the reliability is as high as I would like from Google Wi-Fi. So, what? Clemson all the way. Blades from South Carolina. Ubiquiti Amplify HD is cheaper than Unify. For Unify, you do not need a secure gateway or anything else, just the ACs. You can run the controller on any PC, and it doesn't need to run 24/7. Only when changing settings or adding new APs. Oh, Unify access point donation ball rolling. Thank you, Travis. Is Ubiquiti limited by 32 MAC addresses? I don't know what that means. There's a controller add-on? Really? So I could run the controller through Home Assistant? Thanks, Travis. Unify is the best system on the market. Yeah, you know what? I'm ready to I already spent $600 on Google Wi-Fi. I'm ready to go ahead and pay the money and get something that's not going to ever need replacement, or not for a long time. Oh, thank you, Dirk. Appreciate that. Just run my Unify controller as a VM. You need a security gateway and enough APs for the house. She was really excited when she said that. Thank you, Dirk. Monitor and track devices. Don't like Unify. If you change VLAN, the switch needs to reboot. Can use standalone, but is better with USG. Unify Security Gateway. Awesome Ubiquiti iPhone app 2. 2 AC ports. Wait for the Unify Dream Machine Pro. Oh, really? What's the timeline on that, JD? When would we expect to see that? Rob did a video on Unify, and I started watching. 1M Tech did a video on Unify as well. I started watching, but I didn't finish. He was talking all about how you run it through Linux. I guess he was using Linux as his controller. Spend about $700 on Unify for your whole house. Money well spent. That's kind of where I figure I'll have to be price-wise. Running 2 APs myself and some Netgear managed PoE switches and using an edge router. And Dave's got a grand stream recommendation. Thinking about a tablet mounted on the wall with Home Assistant on it. Good idea, Johan. Good idea. I use an Amazon Fire 10 or something like that for, I think I got it for $100, and sometimes you can get them cheaper. So can't find the LED strips you showed with the small LEDs. Oh, they're right here, brother. Right here. Did I not post this link? I'm sorry. Maybe it probably just, there's been a lot of chat, so it's probably lost in the chat. But there they are. And I don't see these anywhere else. Maybe they'll start popping up, but I haven't seen these from anybody else. I saw them. Somebody pointed them out one time on a stream about a month ago, and then Quindor bought some and talked about them in a video. And I saw his video, and I was like, those look awesome. So I bought 10 strings of them. I don't even know what to do with them yet. Do I run my Fire tablet with Fire OS, or have I flashed it? I run it with just their operating system. I run it with their operating system, and I run the I use I can't remember what the browser was called. I think it's just called Full Screen or something. And then I'm actually running HA dashboard still on that, even though there is a way to get Lovelace and regular Home Assistant up there, but there had been an issue, but I don't know if there still is. Fully kiosk browser. It's just Full Screen is what it was called, I think. It works pretty well. The problem I have with it, unfortunately, is when we make an announcement through all of the Amazon Echo devices in the house, I need to just disable Amazon Echo on that device, because when I broadcast an announcement, it goes to an announcement screen, and it doesn't go back to what was displayed before, which is the Home Assistant dashboard. So that's kind of a bummer. Gonna use a Pi and Falcon Player for DIY fish tank. Awesome. 2811 bullets, and don't get the pure white I see on others. Is that wLED or bulb related? Making a switch to X lights in 2020. There's the 2011s, they should get a decent white. You should be able to get a decent white. I don't know what the problem might be. I see a decent white on mine, but it's never going to be perfect because it's just a red, green, blue mix instead of a dedicated white LED, like an SK6812 or whatever, or some others. When you go to Shenzhen, go to Haogang Bai Electronics Market. You have their whole building with LEDs only. Great. I'm going to bring home a suitcase of these right here. Control pumps and DC loads with X lights. I saw something about that. White needs power. Oh, maybe that's it, Dale. You're right. You know what? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe Kyle, Kyler, maybe what your problem is not getting enough voltage to the lights or something like that. Maybe your power supply is not. I've had 12 volt power supplies that were really only providing like 11.8 volts, or you may have some issue like that, and the lights will start to look more yellow, and they might even get red. I pronounced it like a boss. Which part? The Huaguang B? I've been watching how to speak Chinese videos. Do I still use Sonoff SVs for my garager? Yes, I do. Stops working every time it gets cold. Oh no, really? How cold? Maybe insulate it. Try and just put something around it. Keep it warmer. Keep it insulated. So jealous of drop-in. Come on, Google, get with the program. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, it's basically, our house had an intercom system in it that was very dated when we bought it and not working. And even when you could get it to work, it sounded horrible. And now all we have to do is pop an Echo Dot for $25 and you get them on sale. $25 for an Echo Dot, you drop one in every room, and now you've got whole house, very easy communication capabilities. It's really nice. DC boards assembled. Oh, these are the ones to do so that X lights can put out motion and stuff to motors. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Could be the PSUs can't handle the cold, maybe. Yeah, I haven't had problems with mine. My garage gets pretty cold, but it doesn't get below freezing. It probably gets, in Fahrenheit, it gets into the 40s. So maybe 5, 7 Celsius, somewhere there. Thanks. Getting started with Home Assistant installed on a Raspberry Pi 2 days ago. Starting to learn. Okay, you're going to grow out of your Raspberry Pi 2 pretty fast, Deval. It'll run on Raspberry Pi 2, but you probably you'll want to upgrade. But that's great. Get learning, and get started and start figuring some things out, get 1 or 2 switches working, and then, decide what you want to do next, and just one little project at a time, one little step at a time. It's really easy to say, oh my gosh, this is all so awesome, and buy a bunch of stuff and get overwhelmed and not know how to make things work and get frustrated. And it's been a while now, but I've had a couple people send me boxes of stuff. They're like, I couldn't get any of this to work, until they box it up and send it to me. I'm done. And that's too bad. So I think that can be avoided with just baby steps. Take a little bit at a time. It does take time. I've been doing this for a couple years, and there's still things I'm learning all the time. So, and I spend quite a bit of time on it, like every day, pretty much. But good. I'm glad for you. I'm happy. Welcome. Yep, that's right. Vanessa is telling the truth. If Pi 4 with 4 GB RAM would be beneficial, I think, Chris, it's probably both. With a Pi 2, it's probably processor and RAM. All right, what was I going to talk about? There was something else. Squirreled today. But it's great. I love it. I'm having a good time. What would be the minimum CPU requirements to run Home Assistant? Would an i5 be fine? Raspberry Pi is fine for the most part. Where you start getting into troubles is if you have a lot of add-ons, or if your database gets really big, if your Home Assistant database gets really big. So there's things you can do to limit your database size. There's a recorder add-on that you can use that you can set to limit the size. And then, if you start processing video, like if you use MotionEye or something, that'll slow things down a bit. But short of some of those more intense add-ons and potentially big files, you should be fine for a while with the Pi. The Pi, the biggest problem with the Pi for me was the SD card dying. Once you have an SD card die, if you don't have backups, you will regret it. So that doesn't necessarily mean don't use a Pi. That I think means do backups. And so I've got now, ever since that happened, I've now got daily backups, and I keep 2 backups, and they're backed up off of the Pi. They're backed up in Google Drive, and I have a video about that. And that way, if I run it on an i3 Nook now, I run my Home Assistant on an i3 Nook. That was a donation somebody gave me that weren't using it anymore. But I think a Pi would still be fine if you do that backup, because with those full snapshots every day, if your SD card dies, you pop in a new SD card and you install Home Assistant fresh, and then you load that snapshot from Google Drive, and you're back in business. It might cost you an hour, maybe 2 if you have trouble with anything along that way, but it cost me a month worth of things that I had updated. What is a Nook? A Nook is just it's a Intel single board computer. It's about this big. These kind of I don't know what you want to call them, industrial ones or whatever. We have them at the hospital. We have tons of them. They're just those little clients kind of things. So it's a little single board computer. I think I said single board, right? Setting up Unafraid in HP server. Oh, Unraid probably. What's the best geo-moving VPN to try? I'm not sure what a geo-moving VPN. I'm not sure what that means, Georgia Tech. But I'm glad to see you. I would always, if you're talking VPNs, I'm going WireGuard all the way. WireGuard. Running Home Assistant on a Rock Pi 4 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, NVMe. Nice. You can run it on a lot of things. How do I have camera feeds displayed in your Home Assistant if they're so configured, generic or the MPEG platform? You know what? Let's play with that a little bit, because I have now, and I think I showed you a little bit, I have Blue Iris running on a different computer now. There's Mrs. Z's talking on the phone downstairs. Oh, my garage camera is out, and looks like I got a couple cameras out. I don't wonder why. So anyway, this is another dedicated computer that's running Blue Iris and nothing else. And then in Home Assistant, I actually need to change it because this IP address is different. So let's look at my Home Assistant configuration. We'll go to the configurator in Ator. because I've been meaning to fix this and I haven't. So let's see, in the configuration, yep, here we are. We need to find where I've got the cameras. Okay. Yep, right here. So what I need to do is just change this to 60. And then I don't remember if the Blue Iris password is probably wrong also. I don't remember what it was. And honestly, right now, I don't remember what the new one is. But all of these, because I had this running on the computer that I use for this, but it was just taking up too much of my CPU on the PC that I use for streaming and recording and stuff. Golly. But not all of these are in Blue Iris now. I took some of them down. Some of them were like these Raspberry Pi Zero cameras, and they didn't work out so well. Okay. So I guess I'm using MJPEG for all of mine. I don't know if that's the best. I'm not saying that's the best. I'm just saying that's what I'm using. Have I ever thought about just running a server? Yeah, I have. I have thought about it. Maybe someday. I think Blue Iris is great. I really do think Blue Iris is great, and I haven't even tapped into everything that it can do. This is running now on a pretty cheap Windows all-in-one, like a Nook clone that I got direct from China, and the performance has been okay. You can see right now it's working fine. The CPU is only working 57%. It's supposed to be an i7 like 7th generation, and it should be pretty good. But the CPU does get maxed out when there's more cameras, and I want more cameras than this. So I'm a little worried that it's gonna max out here and start giving me problems. Oh, is it 160? Oh, yes, it is 160. Thank you. Let's go fix that again. We'll do it a different way this time. We're going to search for 0.60 colon, because there should only be a few places, and we're going to replace that with 0.160 colon. All right, replace it there, place it there, place it there, there. That's it. See, that was easier. Thank you. Who was that caught that for me? I probably do need a beefy server for all this stuff. It's it's funny. You just never stop upgrading, right? And once if I were to get something big and fancy and run this big server thing, then I would probably need something new a few years after that even. So go ahead and install it right now. Good. Check it out. I totally would recommend it. I mean, it's really got a lot of great features, and the stuff that you can do with it as far as MQTT and triggers and stuff is really pretty nice. So look at that. It's snowing. Isn't that beautiful? That's my front door. That's awesome. It's so pretty. Can you use Zmoto Wi-Fi cameras? You can use a ton of different cameras. I don't know. Limited user, anonymous. I don't know what that means. Maybe I can't. So I've got it. This is just the web. As you can see, this is just the web interface. It's not running on this PC. It's running on a different one. I assume you can get to all of the settings, but maybe I can't. It's administrator session. So this must not be an administrator. I haven't spent enough time with it, but I like it, and this is what I want my future to be as far as cameras go. So, all right, let's go and restart this, and we'll see if my cameras will pop up. I'll probably have to change that password, but we'll see. Server controls, check. What am I using? Oh, Frank. Okay. Raining in Canada. Oh, really? It should be snowing there too. My personally Windows server, I never been impressed with. Yeah. It's hard to be impressed with Windows. It's just, unfortunately, like Blue Iris, unfortunately, that's what it's written for. Have I been able to cast my cameras to a TV using Home Assistant? No, I haven't. But I haven't given it a ton of attention to try. So I think I wish I could, and I want to. I want to be able to make it work. So like, and I know people have, you know, Palace showed a preview of it. Hey, Mark, where you can, you know, somebody rings the doorbell or there's motion and a camera image pops up on your Google Home Hub or whatever. So that's what I'd like to see. I don't remember again where I was, what I was talking about. We're just going. 32 cameras run on i7 at 50-60% CPU. So I think there's something wrong with this. I think this computer that I bought, or it could be settings. Could be settings in Blue Iris. I know it was at 100%, and then I changed some settings in Blue Iris, and that made it better. I don't think the MPEG works for it. Just a heads up. Oh, okay. Recording in 4K. Dang. Sounds fantastic. Is that Blue Iris on a Ryzen 5 outside and 5 inside on 20%. Wow. Post something for what server you're using there. Sounds fantastic. GPU is 2060 Super. Oh, it has a graphics card in it. Yeah, this little machine doesn't have a graphics card in it. Yeah. My Wise does that, and I get notifications when someone's at the door. Yeah, Nick. And if I was recommending a camera system to my sister, my mom, somebody who's not going to get in and tinker around with Home Assistant, I would tell them just use Wise. I would tell them to use Wise and to use Amazon Echo Plus as their hub and get some Wi-Fi and Zigbee devices that run on anything that says works with She Who Shall Not Be Named, and be done. And they'd be satisfied, I think. They'd have enough smart home stuff that they'd be happy, but it wouldn't be quite the configuration that we enjoy. Let's see if any of these cameras show up. No. Oh, yeah, they do. Sweet. Yeah, they do. So the password must be right. Is that live? Yeah, that's live right now. Yeah, that's live. Cool, it worked. Front door. Yeah, Mrs. Z's. Yeah, it worked. Yay, that was easy. So I need to get rid of some of these cameras that don't apply. And then some of these cameras are blink. These blink cameras, these pictures haven't been updated in months. This one's sitting on the workbench in the garage. And then I set this up to be a button to refresh those blink cameras. I wouldn't recommend the blink cameras. Spent too much money on those. Need to get rid of them. Encoding extra date and time. I don't know. Maybe. That would be using much more resources. That might be it. You mean this date and time down here? I need to learn more about Blue Iris. And this is Blue Iris 5. So this is the newest version. Look at that. 91% now. And that's probably because it's also sending these to here, right? Or this is also, I don't know, whatever, receiving the stream. Look how high that's going. That's no good. So maybe there's something. Blue Iris does not have an integration, right? Integration into Home Assistant? I don't think so. Phil, you love your Blink and hate your Arlos. The thing I don't like about the Blinks is that you don't get live camera feeds all the time. Like, I like just having a live camera feed, and using the cameras for motion detection is something I want to do better. Enable GPU offloading for decoding and encoding. You know what? I don't think. That little machine doesn't have a GPU. Probably something to do with encoding. Yeah. Blue Iris supports GPU offloading even on Intel CPU GPUs. Oh, really? Ooh, Paul. So how do I enable that? Well, I guess I can't enable that here, right? Because we decided that this login is not the right one. So I'd have to fire up that computer and do it. But somewhere in there's a setting for GPU offloading, huh? Okay, I'll have to check that out. Jason has subscribed. Jason, let's do some surprise for you. There they are. Interesting. Maybe we need to change that in that case. Yes, Frank. Please do. A Blue Iris integration would be wonderful. wonderful. And you need a GPU. Yeah. Limiting frames per second to 15 made a big difference in my Blue Iris CPU usage. I don't know. I mean, my frames per second are pretty dang low, right? Frames per second are way down here, 4, 5, 6. I haven't gone through the docs. You know, I haven't done my homework on Blue Iris too much. Just enough to say I can get it working. Off topic, but what 3D printer do you use? There's no such thing as off topic around here. Everything's off topic. I use Lulzbot Taz 5, but I wouldn't recommend it. The Lulzbots are good. They're expensive. I would. I mean, it's good. And if at the time I bought it, golly, has it been 4 years now? It's been a long time. I bought it a long time ago. And I, at the time, didn't have a lot of time to tinker with anything. This was way before I started playing Home Assistant or LEDs or streaming or any of this. And I wanted a 3D printer that would just work. And it did. I mean, I bought it. Took me less than 30 minutes to get it set up and printing, and it printed really nice. And it needs probably more maintenance and TLC than I've been giving it. I just had to, I think I've got a clogged nozzle, or a nozzle that's at least tore up enough on the inside that it gets clogged during the printing process. I start printing PLA and I get an hour or so into a print and it just gets clogged. And I got to throw it away and start over. So it probably needs more TLC than I give it. But Wise had a server leak. Oh, great. So, and Mark, you've been doing that. Is that beta RTSP? So I did it, and this camera actually, oh, well, it's not, it's this Kiss Cam, I think. That one's the Wise RTSP. So right now it's not working, but it was working. And then I got some new Wise cams at Black Friday, and I tried to flash one of them, and I can't do anything with it now. It's like bricked, and I haven't done the other one yet. So, Bowden Tube, no, it's a direct drive. It's a direct drive. Kiss Cam, yeah, because it was that was where, when I put that in there, Jackson, my oldest, and his buddies and their girlies would hang out in there a lot. So I told them, there's a camera watching you. Cameras tab in Blue Iris. Hyrix said, oh, okay, let's try that. So let's try see, but I'm going to have this login problem. And I didn't pay attention to what my login was. I have to figure it out. Dang. If I was running it on this system, I could do it. Not sure if I love the way Wise RTSP firmware or not, but when I had problems, the devs did a lot of back and forth with me and helped fix and determine the issue. I was impressed. Yeah, they're good dudes. I like the Wise guys. Is that Blue Iris 5? It is. Sounds fantastic. Yep, it is. But apparently, like I said, I guess I set it up in a hurry, and I only used it for like a day. I only played with it for like a day. And so I don't know the ins and outs of it very well yet. And prior to this, what you're seeing here, I had it running on this computer that I'm streaming from. And so I could just go in and change things. And I'm not sure how you do it when you're accessing remotely so much. And obviously the login that I'm using to access the camera feeds is not good enough to go in and change settings. So I probably need to go into the other computer and set up an admin login and then use that login here. And if I have one set up, I don't remember what it is. Benefit to Blue Iris over Motion Eye. Motion Eye is also very good. I think Blue Iris probably has more features and does more things. But Motion Eye was really good. I liked Motion Eye. The reason I stopped using Motion Eye was only because it was bogging down my Nook, making everything slow. 16 cameras on G4560. What's G4560, Dextros? That's is that a processor? What is that? Pentium Intel processor. Really? Well, that's a pretty dang cheap processor. And you have a, do you have a graphics card with that too? Georgia Tech VPNs, WireGuard. WireGuard, WireGuard, WireGuard. WireGuard, WireGuard. Kind of off subject, never. What's better for controlling addressable RGBs, ESP32 or 8266, and how many LEDs can control it? Been looking everywhere, not much information. So the I haven't had an ESP32 that worked for running RGB LEDs, the 2812s and such. I know people do, and in theory it should be better. I don't know if the firmware is up to snuff yet for the 32s. If there's anybody out there that's running ESP32s for like wLED or ES Pixel Stick or something like that, I'd love to hear about it. Because I have not been, I tried and I wasn't successful. I haven't tried again. But in theory, ESP32 should be better. ESP8266 can definitely function very well in that way. And that's what I use. I've got a lot of them. You're probably going to end up being, you want to probably be around 500 or 600 LEDs per pixel or per controller. You can go higher than that, and it's probably going to be fine. But somewhere around 500 or 600, you shouldn't have a problem. You get higher than that, you're going to get less frames per second. That's what most folks say. Oh, there you go. Dale says ESP32, no difference from the D1 Mini. I think one of the things that we've talked about is that in the future, hopefully something like wLED, a firmware like wLED, will be able to use an ESP32 and run multiple different data signals out to different strips of LEDs. Right now, it's one controller, so one ESP8266 controller. You get one data signal out to your LEDs, and that's it. And if you want another strip of LEDs to run a different effect at the same time, you have to use a separate controller. With an ESP32, the hope is that you could use one controller and just use multiple pins and run out the different effects, because the processor would be able to do a better job of that. You can do it with other firmware in ESP8266, but I don't know what the limitation would be or where you would find the limitation, but it's not going to be as capable. You can set up output on different pins if you did it yourself, like if you wrote your own Arduino sketch or used ESP Home or something. But it's not going to be, there'll be a limit eventually. Mark uses pfSense for, Mark just talked to me about using pfSense. I haven't done it yet. Running on Proxmox works awesome. I do inbound VPN and also outbound VPN to PIA. I hear a lot of fighting downstairs. Watch this. Well, I want to tell Amazon Echo to tell everybody downstairs to calm down because I hear fighting. All right. Out of the blue, my wLED stopped connecting to Wi-Fi. Nothing changed, just won't connect. Bummer. I don't know, Paul. It could be a bad board. Oh, that was what I was going to talk about. Since we're talking wLED to some extent, I have, for some dang reason, calm down, fighting words. Calm down is fighting words. Yeah, you're probably right. It never works. I still do it. You'd think I'd learn. Oh, yeah, you're right. Would you just stop being so angry? I'm not angry. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. I know the Node MCU works. That's what I use. I mean, something that comes with case and a power supply. Oh, yeah. Chris, somebody's talking to you about getting a different controller like the H801. The other thing was this. What was the one that came with those? Lights for the semi-smart wall lights. I don't remember what controller you guys said, but there's a lot. There's kind of one common Wi-Fi RGB light controller out there that you get. People just use different apps with it. But guess, Chris, how come you don't want to use just a case and a power supply? I guess you just want something with a case and a power supply. You want it for somebody else, maybe? Is there a pre-built controller that can be flashed with wLED? That's a good question. H801 was one that I know Tasmota could use. I don't know. That's a good question, Chris. It would have to be 8266 based. So the one that I was talking about with the Zemi Smart wall lights would not work because that was not ESP8266 based. Sci-Fi Sci, thank you. I'm one of the nicest people out there. Thanks for your time. You're welcome, man. The H801 can run Tasmota or ESP Home. I wonder what pin it outputs on. If it outputs on the same pin and it's an 8266, then it should run wLED. Has anybody looked that up to see? Respiratory protection. Well, here's the H801 controller. And I wonder... Well, wait a minute. This is... Hold on. Timesies. If this has a blue, red, green channel, then this isn't going to work. This is for like those full strips. Yeah, exactly. Piston Broke is telling me what I'm just realizing here. This is not for individually addressable LEDs. This will take a whole strip of LEDs and turn it all one color. And yeah, it can be any shade of mix of those three colors, but it's not going to be individually addressable. So you're not going to run a show. You're not going to run effects. It's going to be the whole strip, one color, one brightness up and down. Analog, yeah. A4 tracks. Have I seen the USB smart plug from Sonoff that doesn't use the ESP8266? I have one on the way to my house, actually, Ray. I've seen what they have on their website, and then Maggie is the lady's name who sends me stuff from Sonoff, and she sent me a tracking number a day or two ago. I'm really excited about the Sonoff camera, which I'm still checking the mail for every day. And I'm going to go see Sonoff when we're there in Shenzhen as well. Oh, they changed their website. I've got one of these. Would anybody use this? I'm a little confused about this kind of a thing. It's got a plug and then it's got a button on it. And maybe it's because in the US, most of our plugs, and this is probably the same way everywhere, I would think, most of our plugs are down low. So I'm not going to reach down there and unplug and plug something. Maybe if it was up, at a workbench, maybe I would do that, but I don't know. I'm not sure about this. I have one and it seems okay. I haven't flashed it yet. That's my plan eventually. Sonoff. They do have a USB. Where's their USB thing? Their website's really different. Oh, come on. Stop doing that. She's sending me this L1 light strip as well. Oh, here's the camera. We've talked about this camera a little bit, right? This, it looks promising. It looks very promising. RTSP protocol. Okay. 1080p. RTSP protocol. It's pan tilt, right? 360 viewing angle. Pan tilt. And then it's only like $30. If I can get to the price part. Or just let me buy it already. Buy now. It's only like $30. Yeah. See that? So if it's a pan tilt RTSP camera for $30. That's 1080. What about the frame rate? Yeah, good question. I don't know. Maybe the frame rate sucks. Should be decent anyways, but we'll see. This is also on its way and it should be here any day now. Last I checked, I thought it was in like Minnesota. So it should be on the way. And you know what? This is interesting. This says images. I wonder if that means just still pictures. It's Wi-Fi or Ethernet. So there you go, Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Not power over Ethernet, but Wi-Fi or Ethernet. So I'm really excited about this. Travis already did a video about this camera? That stinker. I missed it. When did he do that? How did I miss that? What is everyone else doing for their nodes besides wLED? I have a bunch that will need new projects this coming year. Jamie, new projectors. Doing with their nodes besides wLED. ESP Home. ESP Home, you can make whatever, garage door sensors, switches. You can do a lot of cool stuff with the Node MCU. Ooh, Iris supports MQTT. Yes, it sure does, my friend. Yes, it sure does. That's Frank asking me. That's one of the main reasons to do it, is because it can do a lot of integrations through MQTT. You can trigger off it. It can subscribe to things to activate motion, to activate recording. So very cool. Oh, was that the day we were streaming at the same time? Oh, I haven't gone back and watched that. That stinker. I need to look back and see. I need to look and see where my camera is. I'm going to open my email over here for a second, because now I want to know. So I'm going to do Sonoff tracking number. See where it is. Camera tracking number. Maybe it was porch pirated. Oh yeah, look at, there it is. It should be here anytime. Right there. Salt Lake City. Tendered to delivery service provider. The 28th. That's yesterday. So maybe I'll get it today. I should go check the porch. It might be here. So sensors and easy to control relays. You bet, Jamie. Yep. Unboxing stream. That would be awesome. Oh, and by the way, I got my lights came on down here when Michigan basketball just tipped off a few minutes ago. Got to make a HA controller filter bomb for the porch pirates. Yeah, for sure, right? What is 4PX? I don't know. What is 4PX? Oh, this is a global tracking company. This is just how they sent me a link and said, this is how you track the shipment that we sent you. So that's all I know. Just like a DHL or something like that, I guess. Some sort of China to US tracking company. So. All right. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, the glitter bomb thing. I started saying about Node MCUs, and has anybody else had a problem delivery on Sunday? Before Christmas, yes, but right now, Ron, maybe not. You're right, but wouldn't be awesome. Would be awesome. Rober, yeah. Okay, so riddle me this, my friends, my smart homers. For some reason, for about the last week and a half, and you saw it when I started trying to flash one of these Node MCUs with 0.90 of wLED, and I was just struggling, right? I tried like 3 different Node MCUs, and I just kept getting some funky error, and I couldn't flash them. And then every once in a while, like I've played with it, and I've gotten a couple to look like they have flashed successfully, but then they never open up an access point, and I can't ever really get connected to them. So there's still something wrong with what's been put on there. But then I get out a D1 Mini, like this one over here. Let me turn the power off of this thing. So then I get out a D1 Mini like this, like I used with Quindor. And these are the same for those of you that don't use them a lot. They're the same. It's just this comes with more pins already done on it. And this one you have to solder your own pins on it. This one has, I don't remember what else, a little bit better power regulator and such. And than this one does. But they do basically the same thing. They're the same brains. Anyways, I can flash this, no problem. But this, I cannot. And I looked at the, make sure you set the flasher to D out. Okay, I'll check that. But I was able to flash them, and nothing changed. I triple checked the driver, made sure I had the right driver on my computer, but I don't know. New live stream record, maybe. Memory issues in the code. Had to use an ESP01 1M file and it worked. Oh, maybe I'll try that. Blank flash, I tried that. Erasing the flash first. I even tried using the Tasmatizer. Have you guys played with the Tasmatizer? Tasmatizer is awesome. If you haven't seen the Tasmatizer, I wanted to do a whole video on it, but I'm not going to have enough. There's just not enough time in life to do a video on everything I want to do. That's why I do live streams. Wait, why is it not showing up? It should be just here in my, should be able to find it just here in my files. Oh, good. Oh, look at Zachy. He's being a good boy. He's helping his sister build Legos. All right. Maybe it's not Z. I'm spelling it with a Z and it's probably T. Yeah. Test mode MQTT. Oh, come on. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Because I just downloaded it and used it like a day ago. Tasmatizer. Oh, that's not the right one. This one. Okay. And the Tasmatizer is a flasher, right, for these kinds of devices. And I did, yeah, he did do it. He did do something about the Tasmatizer. There's a lot of cool options. And one of the really cool things is backup original firmware. That's awesome. So you can back up original firmware. If you're using a Sonoff or Tuya or Shelly or something and you want to save that firmware, you can back it up. I did that before, but directly with the esptool.py file or Python program, whatever, which is, you got to get in the command line. It's not always everybody's cup of tea, but this, you just check a box and it'll back it up and it will erase it before flashing. But still, even then, it doesn't always work. So let's even take one. This one, I'm going to take this. We're going to plug it in. Light flashed. Oh, is there a 0.91 now? We're going to refresh this. Okay, COM9. That's almost always where it shows up at. This time, I'm not going to back up the original firmware. I am going to find, and you can with this also, you can just say, you can just go to release and it will go to Tasmota and just grab the list of releases. See, you can just grab which Tasmota release you want and just do it. You don't even have to download it. So cool. Or I guess if you wanted development branches of Tasmota, you can use the development branches too. So anyways, I'm going to go to the bin file and I'm going to grab my wLED, but maybe I can try, I did download, well, let's try, let's just do the regular one and we'll see the error that I get. All right, let's try this one. And you can see I downloaded it yesterday afternoon. It's brand new. So that file's not corrupted or anything. And then it should work if I hit Tasmatize. It's not going to work. If it works, I'll be astonished, but it's not going to work. But wait, there's more. You can use this to flash firmware that's not Tasmota. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. It's my new favorite. It's my new favorite flasher. See, look at this. Like this should not be happening. This isn't what's supposed to happen. Hey, Giuseppe, nice to meet you again. Anyone knows if you can tasmatize an L-Light? ELE light smart plug? I don't know. What's it based off of, Felipe knows? And then look at this. It like crashes the tasmatizer even. The 80s disco banner. Isn't it awesome? I like it too. Yeah. Did I hold down the flash button? No, I can do it that way. I've not had to do these things before. That's why I've flashed many of these and never had to hold down the button before, but I can do it this time. We can try it again. Why does it not show up when I just type tasmatizer? There it is. Okay. I'm even gonna hold down the button, hold down flash, plug it in. There, let go. Let's just put Tasmota on it and see if that changes anything. Let's just put tasmota.bin on it. Whatever. So first it's going to grab it, and then it's going to stop working. Jeez. All right. Thank you, little DJ. Sorry I missed part of your name, but we're going to play this for you. I love it. Double check your COM port. So I also did this. Look, I went to computer management, and I went to device manager, and I went to COM ports, and it's right there. It says COM9, it says Silicon Labs CP210X USB to UART bridge. Run admin, run as administrator. Okay, we can try that. Maybe that's what maybe that'll do it. Okay. How's it going? Hey Tyson. Apple Inc. Oh no, why does that come up? I don't own any. Oh, AT&T. I don't own any of that either. I don't own any of it. Run as administrator. Okay. Oh, now my... Dang it. I hate when that happens. Because now my monitor went away. And now it's probably going to stay away. Because if I'm displaying something when I have to approve... Awesome. Nobody can see anything. Rebooting the live stream, yeah. It's not the cable, because I've marked this cable as being a correct cable. That's a good option. That's a good, because that's a very common problem, but it's not. And this is the same cable I used to flash the D1 Mini, so I know that it works. Let me go here and try and just... I thought I could disable this and redo it. But I guess I can't. So let's try and turn on... We're going to have to swap monitors now. So we're going to go from right monitor to left monitor. Because left monitor should work. Nope. Oh, wait. Something's coming up. There's something. Oh, left monitor is just huge. That's why. What the heck? Okay, right monitor is back. Right monitor is back. Oh, my word. Problem is I have so many monitors. And so many of them in... It's got to be up here somewhere. It's like stuck. It's like covering everything. Hey, Greg. Thank you, man. You going to be there? Who's going to be there? Alert box. I don't know why everything is in my face now. Okay, well. Oh, I know. It's just because it's so big. No. This is nuts. Here, we're going to do this for just a second. Oh, great. Now my face cam's gone. Not that anybody cares too much about that. Come on. There we go. Gee whiz. Okay. That's okay. That's actually the left. Goodness gracious. Yay. Except for so big. There we go. Isn't that funny? Huh. Okay. Anyways, here's a bunch of stuff we don't need. It's in the way. And now we can put the stuff we wanted to look at over there, which was the tasmatizer. Okay. Back in business after a short stint of technical difficulties. Okay. Let's see if we can, now that it's running as administrator, let's try it again. Wow, the text is really small on this monitor. We're going to go to Flash Easy Folder. And we're going to find our bin right there. And we're going to tasmatize it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Because it would already be doing something. I don't know. It's interesting because it works with a D1 Mini. So if it works with a D1 Mini, why would it not work with a Node MCU all of a sudden? Garage door with geofencing auto open, close baseline. Device vehicle location? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because the solution I have for that is the Home Assistant MQTT car presence project by Luma. Luma did that MQTT car presence, and somebody did it for the somebody actually did it for the ESP Home as well. So if you go, I don't remember how much he's maintained it anymore, but this is what I use, and it's worked really well. So I would check this out. But this does, if you do it his way, it does require you to do the Arduino IDE. Could be a speed issue. So weird because it didn't used to be an issue. That's the craziest thing. Here, let me try something else. Anyways, I'll mess with it some more, but it just got me bummed because why would it stop working? What doesn't work, Risto? The flashing. For some reason, I can't flash Node MCUs anymore. I don't know why. I don't know. I can flash D1 Minis, but I can't flash Node MCUs. It's got to be some kind of a driver or something, some communication problem between the computer and the Node MCU. If I use the same program, the same cable, the same USB port, and a D1 Mini, it works. But if I use a Node MCU, Doesn't work. And it doesn't work with other flashers either. And if I try, like I try ESP Home Flasher. Last night I tried ESP Home Flasher, and I tried even good old Flash Easy. Nothing. And if I go here to view logs, let's see a second here. So view logs, okay, it says it's showing the logs. Okay, that's all fine and good. We hit flash, and here it is. Here's the unexpected error. Could not open port COM9. Permission error. So is that, again, this run as admin thing? I don't know. We could try it, I guess. I don't, again, haven't had to do that before. And if I try and flash a D1 Mini, I don't get that problem. Oh, great. Now I'm not going to have any screens. Oh, good. It came back. Jeez. Try that again. I just held down the flash button, plugged it in. Here's ESP Home running as administrator. ESP Home Flasher running as administrator. Got this, got that. We'll view the logs again. I could change the speed. So showing logs, flash, boom, same problem. Old program jammed to USB ports. Yeah, it's brand new. It's a brand new one. Maybe another app uses this port. Okay, could be. Hold a reset. Yep, I did. Version of the Node MCU. It's the one with I don't know. It's this one. It's got the square. Looks like it's got a dent in it, but this one's brand new. But I've tried it with like 4 different ones. So if I plug it back in and hit the view logs, it's going to give me some sort of error watch. So that's what it tells me. Ooh. Oh, okay. Joe, I like this idea. Go to the device manager, view hidden devices, look at all the huge list of USB devices, delete all the Node MCU items, and then retry. Yeah, I did try restarting the computer, Blade. I wish that was it. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to that one for a second. And then we probably got to start wrapping up. How long we've been at this. Device manager. Ports here. I'll let you guys all see it. Wait, why is it not showing at all now? There you go. Okay. So now where do I see hidden devices? Joe, where do I see hidden devices? Make sure the DuPont cables are absolutely fully down. I had this problem last night. It was the DuPonts. Oh, really? If it's new, it's the CP. Yeah, it's the CP2 tension. Just do not hit view logs. 89 minutes. Okay. Up top. Show hidden devices. So these. See, these have the different, those are the different processors, right? So should I just uninstall those devices? NetStat? No. Did not try that. The delete key makes it go faster. Just hit the delete key. I know there's a lag, so. I think the Tasmatizer tries to auto-detect the right port. This could be it. I did hold the flash button. Yes, uninstall. Okay. Uninstall. Install. Because this CH340 is the older kind of driver for those, right? Standard serial over Bluetooth link. Do I need to delete those? I don't care about that, right? From command. Okay, let's try this. Let's try what Podrace says. Whoa. I could try that too. I thought about that. Reinstall this CH340 driver. Had the same with a couple D1 minis. Tried everything, including flash from Linux. So neither a computer nor OS problem had to bridge one of these wires to ground to make it flash. That's weird. Flashed some new ones last week and did not have to hold the button. Yeah, I've never had to hold the button. Don't break anything. YouTube vid. You can watch the person that did the video had high fail rate than the ones he had ordered. Huh. Shows the driver on the back. I can't read it. Yeah, this is the CP2102 driver. 9600 baud rate. That's what it says. Delete the driver, delete the software. Top right, click the computer name, scan for hardware changes. Oh boy. You need to check to delete the driver too. Delete the COM9. Okay. I tried it without doing the view logs too, Patrix. All right, now delete system 32, go for coffee. Screen calling and a little magnifying glass to scan for hardware changes. Okay, so now this one's back. Now it's back as COM3. Okay, let's refresh this. Now it's COM3. We still have the same bin. Flash. Close it. Use the Tasmatizer. I'm going to run it as administrator just for kicks. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Everybody's super helpful. There's no way I can follow everything. I wish I could try it all. Okay, so I unplugged it. I held the button. I plugged it back in. I've got this. Where's my Tasmatizer go? Here's the Tasmatizer. I could try updating the driver too, that CP210X. I did that last night too. Okay. As this image pops up here. Two drivers. Rub my head for luck. Thank you, Ravi, for subscribing. Here's some unicorns. The driver is bummed. So if we go here, it's the flux capacitor. I haven't tried Node MCU Pi Flasher. Change all of a sudden, you never know, especially if a driver changed or something without your knowledge. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Hold the flash button. Well, I should only need to hold the flash button when I plug it in. right? If I need to hold it at all, which I shouldn't in this particular case. Best driver is already installed. I don't know if I have any other Arduino sketches. I could try. I mean, it doesn't matter what I try, what file I try. It all does the same things. DrZzs is now following. Thank you, my friend. I want to go back to doing some of this playing falling Sonoff devices. Try on a different computer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. I am going to try. Delete the driver and reinstall it. Yeah. I don't want to mess with this too much more. Fellas, I appreciate your help, but let's move on. I'll try some other things and see about getting it working, but I don't know if this is too helpful for anybody else. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But, with configuration for RxTX would be the other thing I tried doing is, or I would try, I thought about trying is I would just take my, this serial adapter thing and just connect it to RxTX and stuff on here and try that. Holding the flash button while it flashes. Anyways, frustrating, but I'm trying to sort it out. I'm sure I'll sort it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. You rock the same. Comes with long config files. Nice. Yeah, it's a Node MCU, Dave. Push reset and flash buttons, then release the reset button and hold the flash button while flashing. Oh my gosh. I gotta read that again. Reset and flash buttons, then release the reset button and hold the flash button while flashing. Okay. I gotta put the Tasmatizer. I need a shortcut to the Tasmatizer on my desktop is what I need. Open file location. Can I just make a shortcut? Pin to taskbar. Heck yeah. Pin that sucker. And then, okay, we're going to do that. Background iOS dark, not working. Try to work around. Nothing. Any other suggestions? Mr. Fixers, did you see how we finally fixed that? Everything I do is helpful. You guys are too good to me. We can't end 2019 like this. Reboot your your PC. We will not surrender. We will not surrender. We might live to fight another day. That's probably what we'll do. Needs microsurgery. Never give up. Never surrender. Where was I? Oh yeah, we were gonna try and reset. Okay, let's try. Let's see, where did the Tasmatizer go? Okay, Tasmatizer's over here. We're going to hold both of these. Okay. Reset. Hold that. And then, wait, hold on. I can't do this. I need more fingers. Hold this. Hold that. Okay. Oops. Let's hold that. Let go of that. And hold this. And then flash it. It's the last thing I'm going to try. Nope. Yeah. Take my fingers. Grab Thar's hammer. That'll work. I have to get TeamViewer download and get DrZzs info. Yeah. Help me out. Help me out. Who wants the remote desktop in? Maybe another time. I did release the reset. Yeah. No worries. Let's end 2019 differently, because I got a feeling we're not going to solve this. And I would hate that. Great demonstration. The joy of doing things live. Yes. We spent 20 minutes trying to do something that I told 500,000 people is super easy to do. Weird. It works for me. Yeah. A lot of stuff works. I mean, like I said, it worked for me. It worked for me 2 weeks ago. And then I don't know what stopped. I don't know. Anyways, it's all good. We'll get it figured out. And I can, as long as I can still flash D1 minis, which I can still keep expanding. So it's all good. We'll do it. See you later, sci-fi. See you later with my 11th finger. Try downloading the background and inserting the lines you showed. Still nothing. Okay, so there were 3 different, Mr. Fixers, there were 3 different. I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you. So there were a couple different commands that I had to sort out with that. To get that. That's even a live picture of my 3D printer. Let's go take a peek at that file again, because there was the command had to be different for me, and there were 3 different options for what other people used in different places. I'm going to refer you to the Lovelace channel in the Home Assistant Discord as well, because they're going to be much better at giving you the right answers. I can give you my answers, but I don't know that my answers are going to work. Okay. So here's this is what's working for me. So when you look at my Home Assistant background, this is what's working for me. So this is what I had to use. Lovelace-background. In some places it was just background. In other places it was, I think it was background-image. And then there was somebody else had like a reference where you had to put in, background-image and reference that to the background command. But you did this one. You did Lovelace background. Did you try the others? Did you try doing just background? And did you try background-image? I would try those. Superhouse TV had a video on a flash button on difficult to flash devices. I'll have to try that. Never gotten into those mini chip things. What types of things can you do with a D1 Mini? Well, you can do dang near anything, Jeremy. So it's a lot of anything you can do with an Arduino, pretty much. I mean, you can run sensors, all kinds of sensors, light sensors, temperature sensors, humidity sensors, ultrasonic sensors, motion sensors. You can run a ton of sensors on it. You can output to RGB lights. You can also output to relays. You can output to motor controllers. Anything that you can do with an Arduino, pretty much, you can do with a D1 Mini. Can I fix a broken heart? Why do you have a broken heart, Kevin? Try the Lovelace one and not seen that one. Okay, good. You can make awesome LED displays. That's what I use a lot of them for. I use a lot of D1 Minis for LEDs. I've used them for I've made a garage door opener, garage door with sensors and lights and everything, all D1 Mini. If your heart has MQTT. Stream started 1 hour and 45 minutes ago. Let's start doing this thing. Most importantly, WAF points achieved. What was that for, Will? Oh, for the lights. Laser field security tripwires. Heck yeah. Garage door was your hook. I followed your December 2019 video on X lights. Should I use a level shifter from the Node MCU to my data line? You never covered in your video using 5V LED strips. If a level shifter doesn't scare you, Craig, it's a good idea. You can also just as easily, or maybe even easier, use an LED. We did talk about the sacrificial pixel. There's a video that I did that has a yellow bar on the left hand side. That's a code for a chopped up live stream, and we did a lot of stuff in the live stream on propagating your data channel or your data signal, and an easy way to propagate your signal without getting a logic level shifter is to just use a sacrificial LED. So just take the first LED and just cut after the first LED. Leave the first LED right next to your control board. Cut after the first LED and then run 3 wires onto your next LED. And that can be, we determined 40 meters before it started to degrade the signal. So that is the easiest way to do it easier than having a logic level shifter, easier than having a Quinn LED board, which basically has a logic level shifter and some other really good things for LEDs. It's good, but it's not, you don't have to have it. It'll work without it. So that's what I would do. I would, if you're not having a problem, like if you can start your LEDs right next to your controller and just run your string from there, then great, do that. You don't need anything and it should work fine. I've got almost all of mine running that way. The next best thing I think is to just take a sacrificial pixel. First pixel right next to the controller, cut 3 wires, and then off to wherever you want to be. Thank you, Will. That's the one. Can I do that with the LED strip though? Yep. Yes, you can totally do it with an LED strip. In fact, you could even mix strips and strings. It wouldn't really matter. Where did I have it? I just had, oh, here it is. Look at this. This is basically all you need. You could use this as a logic level shifter. And I was even playing around last night with thinking, okay, here's my D1 Mini, right? How can I just like stick this LED to it or somehow make it easy? So, you're going to have to connect from the pins to here with a wire or something, right? Some solder or something. And then you go from the output side of this to your next LEDs. Wouldn't it be nice to just have that somewhere close by, something simple, something close by. So anyways, yes, you can do something as simple as one of these. This can be your logic level shifter. Can be your sacrificial pixel. This will boost your data signal to 5 volts. So you don't need any of that other stuff. Keep rocking. Thanks, Braggy. The sacrificial LED, rest in peace. That's true, Will. If you're gonna wiggle this around, if you're gonna move things like pull on the wires or anything, then this will probably fail. You'll tear those off pretty easy. This little copper things don't have any sort of structural integrity. So if a logic level shifter doesn't scare you, like it scares me, then that's great. That's a great idea. The Quinn LED board is probably the best thing to do. But if you can't do that, a sacrificial pixel is a good way to do it. Wemo LED shield. I have not, Dimitri. I haven't. I've seen them. I haven't tried using them. Talking to someone last night, apparently D1 Mini doesn't have enough memory to handle 650 pixels with E131. Yeah, that's probably true. Rag, yeah. Yep. If you get above that number of pixels, and especially if you're going to do E131, you probably want to split it and do. In fact, even just on regular wLED and effects, you probably want to be, 600 pixels or so. That's true. And that's kind of a bummer, but I'm actually my mega tree is 800 pixels, and I'm running it. The X lights part of it, there's still a problem I haven't sorted out yet. It doesn't run X lights very well at all. But as far as the wLED, regular wLED effects, I can run 800 of those, and Gary's saying the same thing. So it's a lot of trial and error. Just try it, and if it doesn't work, you can always over-engineer. That might be better than under-engineering. I tend to under-engineer things. I try and see what I can get away with. And if I get away with it, great. If I don't get away with it, sometimes I cause myself more trouble, but I've learned a good lesson when I do things that way. And I don't mind doing things that way. Some people really don't want to, for fear of under-engineering something, but I'm bad about that, I guess. I push the limits to see what I can get away with, for good or bad. It's good for everybody else that learns from my mistakes. And if I don't mind, I guess it's cool. It's bad if I tell everybody else, oh yeah, this is it. You can do this. Great. No problem. And then it's kind of faulty. It's kind of underdone. That's no good. But so, all right. Is there a controller that can handle 1800 LEDs? Falcon player or a Falcon controller, $150. One thing that we haven't really worked on that would, I don't know how well it would work. Oh, the other thing would probably be a Pi with the Pi hat. Is Jamie still here? Jamie can tell you. A Raspberry Pi with a connecting LEDs to that. You could probably do that. Is the giveaway open yet? No, let's open it though. Let's open it, Dono. Let's open it. Did I tell you guys I printed 90 labels? I've still got them sitting here. I'm going to see if I can get Dawson to work on them today. Oh no, did Jackson leave? Shoot. Dang it. 15 minutes ago I thought, okay, we got to get done. We got to get moving on. And I forgot. All right. Create new. 1229. Okay. Is open. Pick me, pick me. If you were one of those lucky souls that were on the day we had the giveaway meltdown and I just awarded everybody the stickers, hopefully not too much longer, and we'll get some stickers out. Pixel Control Store. There you go. Jamie just posted a link. It's going to get lost in all of the giveaway entries, but it's up there. I see a lot of people entering. It must be lagging a little bit behind because I only see 5 people showing up on the enter list, even though we can obviously see in the chat that there's a lot more people than that. We've had a good view today. A lot of people watching. Thanks for being here. We've had over 300 for most of the whole time. That's great. That was better than we did for any of the 12 streams of Christmas. But those are all funky times too. Funky times and funky days. This has really become the go-to time for everybody. And again, as I said, starting next Sunday, it'll be a little bit later for 2020. We'll start a little bit later. And that seemed to be better than starting earlier. And I can tell you, for me, for the sake of sleeping in, it'll be better too. Was on that day, but didn't win fair and square. Didn't smite my details after being one of the OG viewers. I'm sure to win at some point. Shane, send me your address, you monkey. Come on, man. That wonder, we should do a subscribe thing where you could do an exclamation point subscribe and it would take you to a link to subscribe. That would make sense. Yeah, Shane, send me your address, brother. We'll get you some stickers. Trying to get back into all this, Josh? Baby steps, my friend. Baby steps, but you're in the right place. We got a lot of good guys here. Friendly, helpful, knowledgeable, fun. So you're in the right place. Thanks for being here. Subscribe also for stream notifications. That's right. Yeah, that would be. We got to figure something out. Well, in the new year here, let's. I saw him slam another YouTuber. I saw that he posted that video. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I'm glad he did that. I hope that goes well for him, because that, I think the guy that posted that video that said, "Oh, you can break into a smart house with a laser," seemed to be very popular. Seemed to have a lot of views and such. So I'm glad Ben's taking him on. I hope that boosts Ben into the next level of YouTuber status. I loved it. I mean, I didn't see it, but I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw that that's what he did. He's like, wait a minute, I'm taking a break from doing smart home videos because I got to respond to this. You cannot break into a smart home with a laser. Stickers for Patreon. Sir Goodenough, if you're a Patreon and you never got any stickers, also send me your stuff. I changed the rewards on Patreon to not be stickers because it was impossible for me to keep track of who I had sent and who I hadn't. At some point I'm going to need to become more than a one-man show. I'm still a one-man show, and it does quickly get to be more than I can do myself. It already is more than I can do myself, but I have one of these guys I'm a guy that has a hard time relinquishing control. And it's not because I don't think anybody can do it better than me. It's more than anything because I don't want to bother anybody else. And I feel bad when somebody's doing it for me. Ben was actually nicer than I would have been. I got to watch it now. It's on my watch later list. I just haven't had the chance yet. You can use a rock to break into a house. That doesn't mean you worry anyone get YouTube views. Yeah, that's the truth. I am glad I'm not in that game of, you try and make a title that's going to be attractive to people so that they'll know what you're presenting, so that if they're interested, they will watch. But I would not want to try and play the game of what's popular and, how can I word something just to get people to watch, even though that's not what I'm showing them, that kind of thing. So I'll have to watch it. That sounds exciting now. No, it doesn't. A rock through a window is much more plausible. Well, that's the thing. When I did my smart lock thing with those magnetic locks, and there were a lot of people that said, well, can't you, what if they just cut the power? I mean, yeah, you could just kick the door in too. And you can bypass a regular lock too. You could break the window and reach your hand in, and there's a lot of things you can do. But if you just want to keep the bathroom door shut so nobody comes in while you're taking care of business, then magnetic door lock is a great way to go. Not sure you got on the list, Jacob? It's a long list today. Don't see your... Oh, yeah, there. Jacob Alexander, you're number 70. You do not agree. I think watching what is popular or upcoming is important, especially from a perspective of serving the community. That is how the wLED integration was born, for example. True, but I guess that's different than a fad, I guess. Like, some of these stupid challenges or whatever. That's all I'm saying. I agree. I agree. I learn new things. That stuff is available by seeing what's out there, and then doing something about it is not wrong. It's just the I don't know, chasing the fads, I guess, chasing the trends too much. That's what I was referring to. Badly, probably. Clickbait. Yeah. Fortnite crap. Node red, node red, node red. In Canada, we leave our doors unlocked. The hype for wLED was real. Practiced and proven in developing. The laser video is scare tactics, one-off type situation. Ow! You shot me. Yeah, we ready? Yeah, we ready? Tell the kids it's time to do it. Couldn't withhold myself. Is that like red rum? Red rum, red rum. In India, you put more than one padlock. Yelling at friends for locking my car doors when I moved to a smaller town in Canada. Like, dudes. There's probably some of you guys that grew up leaving the keys in the car, I would guess, right? 127. Fantastic. All right. Who's going to do it today? Going to Sally's tonight for dinner. Who's Sally? Do I know Sally? Where is Sally's?
My head.
Thank you for popping in those things. Oh,
$10.
Thank you very much. Super Chat donated. 3K ZP3 Natal. Thank you very much, my friend. That is much appreciated. We'll put that in the Ubiquity Fund. We'll put that right in the Ubiquity Fund. It's new routers. Different router system. We all know each other in Canada. The cat earphones. Yes, the cat earphones are cute. Zoe the flying squirrel back there. Quick, Doc, like your video. Oh, I didn't like it? I don't even think I have it open. Grip lock ties. I used a lot of grip lock ties on the Mega Tree.
Wait, did you even show them your Mega Tree?
A little bit. Oh, that's making a lot of noise. Turn that thing off. Please. Yeah. Okay, I gotta like my own video. 97, 108. Nice job, guys. Thank you. Okay. What's for supper tonight, Jamie? You guys are awesome. 49.7 thousand? Is that right?
Yeah, I want to hit 50,000.
Yeah, well, when we hit 50,000, I'll do the tour around the house again. That was what I did for 20. So we'll do it again for 50. That'll be fun. Ah, my ears. Yeah, sorry. No, you're not putting ketchup on my head. We're not doing that. Those. We were just talking about silly YouTube things, and that's one of them. eat it or wear it and those kinds of things.
Oh, yes.
All right. Oh, when I do the ubiquity thing, sure, I'll review it. You bet. Be sure to subscribe as well. Thank you, Sir Goodenough. Splendid. Thank you very much. Self-Evident Amplify. I'm very happy. Good. Help you do what, baby? Oh, because it's coming apart? Yeah. Get to 50K. Get to 50K. Tell your friends. School starts again. We got a whole week before school starts. We get this whole, well, they get this whole week off. I have to work most of the days, but they get the whole week off. So, all right, let's ready. You guys ready to pull the trigger on the giveaway?
Yeah.
All right. That is the highest I've seen too, Will. Thank you guys for doing that. Liking. If you appreciate what we're doing on the stream, I think it helps if you like. I think if you're liking it and the YouTube sees that there's a rate of increase in likes or whatever, then they might show it on somebody else's screen and we'll get people to watch that hadn't been watching before. So.
Zoe's phone is invisible.
Zoe's phone is invisible. Yes, it is. Just watch the 20,000 video. What happened to the bug? The bug's still there. You'll get an update on the bug in the 50,000 video. It's a lot better.
50,000 video.
All right. Did I make the list today, Henry? I bet you did. If you typed exclamation point enter, I'm sure you did. All right, who's going to pick first?
I think Grandma's home.
Grandma's here? Okay, go ahead, Holly. Holly's going to hit it first.
Jumbo! I can't do it because I have no game.
Pick a winner. The winner is Beyond Rico. Beyond Rico, congratulations. You have won the stickers today. One more time. Do it, Mr. D.
I can't.
Boo! And Rick R. Ricker. Beyond Rico and Ricker. And then I put in this, and this actually worked. You guys, several of you did this correctly, and I appreciate that very much. If I do exclamation point, just don't be so loud. I do exclamation point W, and then it gives you a link to a Google form. And when you win, you can put your information in there, and it makes it very easy for me to put it in a label printer. Don't forget to end the giveaway. The giveaway is over. Over. Okay. I think we should do...
It was really snowing outside.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Wow. All right, we should do it somehow like New Year's Eve. How do you do New Year's Eve?
Should we do pots and pans?
As always.
No, Dad, I have an idea.
Like it's a countdown or something.
No, Dad, we go like
Do it.
So we bang some things together?
Bang.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll say it normal, and then we'll just bang some tools together. That'll be part of our... Okay, I need some more. Give me some more tools.
Your next live stream will be next year.
The next live stream will be next year. Okay, everybody got some tools to bang together like it's New Year's Eve. The stream died? What? I hope not. Died. Okay, here we go. Ready? Did the stream really die? No, it's right there. It's still up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. As always, thanks for watching. Until next year. Adios. That wasn't really very loud. All right, guys. Have a good New Year, and we'll see you next Sunday. Adios.